be welcoming Julien Laurens to the show, one of the happiest men in London, I imagine, at the moment. Jules, you must have thoroughly enjoyed that because there were so many questions about France going into this clash, and they answered a lot of them over that 90 minutes, didn't they?
Yeah, you're right. There was loads of pressure on Deschamps, on the players, on the key players in that team, Griezmann, Pogba, and even Mbappe himself, despite being so young. And I think they answered a lot of the questions, of those questions. I think the boys are right. Argentina were not very good. They were not very good earlier in the tournament. They were not very good today either. But still, I think you have to praise France for the way they played, for the plan they got and worked. Matuidi on the left-hand side did well for this team. Mbappe, obviously, at 19 years of age, is just incredible. And, no bragging here, but on this show, we were the first one to say to the whole world, listen, there's this kid coming through. He's going to be amazing. And we were the first one to say, and it's one thing to do it for Monaco first, and it's one thing to do it for PSG with more pressure and more expectation. It's another thing to do it on the biggest stage of all against, some of the top players in the world in a game like that in the knockout stage of the World Cup. And it's just incredible, and there's no limit for him.
Yeah, Jules, did you think France were going to get knocked out? Is that why you're back in London?
We've got Julien in London. We had Rafa going to the wrong game with Germany. What's wrong with these journalists?
Raf's over there.
Watching Brazil.
Raf's over there. He can't get him out of the room. Have to lock him up because Germany are out. We've got Jules coming back to London. We've got Marcotti. I don't know where Marcotti is.
He's following Sampaoli.
Italy are not even there. Who is he following?
He's following Sampaoli back home.
Jules brings it up. Like when we used to watch Champions League together, when Mbappe had that incredible run with Monaco. You knew.
Yeah, I think a lot. I mean, I get it. I think a lot of people knew about it.
Yeah. No, only us.
But we talked about. He's not a star today. He's been a star for a while. But I mean, a World Cup like James Rodriguez did in 2014 can really announce yourself. But I don't think it's any surprise. What gets me is not his skill level or his pace, it's his confidence. I've rarely seen such a confident teenager, and that's one of the biggest assets you can have, because when a player loses confidence, no matter how talented, it's tough to get back. But he is super, super confident.
A confident teenager without being arrogant in the way that he plays.
Well, it looks that way, yeah.
Yeah, and that in itself, I think, is something, because we could say, well, a teenager whenever Neymar was a teenager, but you could tell that the guy was going to be a pain in the backside.
Yeah.
Where you look at Mbappe, you're like, look, there's still even more space for him to get better. And you see him performing today. And Mascherano, he could still be running alongside Mbappe, and there's no chance he's catching. And nobody in Argentina was ever going to catch him, because he's got something that none of those guys ever has, and that's athleticism and speed. And then, oh, by the way, he puts that together with skill and ability to finish a play. It's just a total package.
How high is his ceiling?
Well, I said yesterday, he's going to be the next superstar, isn't he? Cristiano's 33. I think Leo's in his 30s, isn't he? Early 30s. Forget Neymar. He's the superstar of the future, isn't he? And the fact that it's just so easy to talk platitudes about him, but a 19-year-old, it's exceptional what he's doing at this moment in time.